We didn't plan for it. We're back.
Yeah. Yet again.
Today, I didn't check. I always check every week, and I forgot.
You forgot?
Yeah, I forgot what day we're on lockdown.
Oh god. It's too many.
Third. So, yeah. You think it'd be easy? I just remember what I said last week.
And yeah, remember what you said last week at 7.
26.
Okay.
26.
It's been 26 days, so it hasn't even been a month. It feels like it's been at least a month.
I mean, it pretty much has been. Like, if this was, February, 2 days, this would have been a month.
Okay.
This is a financial month.
Yeah, I guess we can just use that measurement. Yeah, it's been a month of lockdown, and I'm starting to get annoyed with my hair now. It's like it's annoying because I was thinking, like, before we went into lockdown and before like I thought it was like a possibility. I was considering getting my hair cut. I was like, nah, I'll wait a week. And then like all of this stuff started happening. And I was like, oh, that's annoying. So
you could always have a family member cut it.
I could, but I don't know if I trust them. See, I mean, it'd probably be fine. It's just, I don't know.
You think your parents would do your hair terribly? You think your parents would do your hair terribly? That is outrageous.
Well, I don't think they do it terribly. It's just I don't even know the first thing about how. Well, okay, yeah, you get the scissors, you cut, but like how do you actually cut it properly? Yeah, but how do you cut it properly?
Different the thing. You just need to cut it shorter. You're not like. You don't need it to be good. Just
I realize it doesn't need to be perfect, but it's I just don't know, and I'll probably, if it does get to that point, I'll just watch a YouTube video of it or something, probably.
I mean, I can't relate.
No,
it is something I've already considered.
I believe.
Like there was this video that popped up in my subscription feed yesterday that was like, I let my wife cut my hair.
The Jack's Films one.
Yeah. And I just thought, but why? It's not even that long.
Yeah, I've seen like a couple of YouTubers talk about, oh my god, my hair's like, it's so long now, and I look at it and it's like, oh, that was me like 2 months ago. And I haven't had my hair cut since. I guess I generally have it a bit longer, but still.
I mean, I haven't gone for a haircut, in, I would say, in a very long time because of this lockdown. Probably 4 years.
I mean, the lockdown's like caused most of that. I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna go.
Yeah, you're like.
I was like.
It's been long
next
enough.
day, I swear, like the 24th, I was gonna go. Lockdown 23rd.
Oh, the timing on that is just awful.
Yeah, how was I to know that there was gonna be a lockdown?
There were no signs.
While returning to my parents' home, because there was gonna be a lockdown.
Yeah, you would have no idea. Oh, and
impossible.
We have an update for our missing cast member, who says,
there's a bold claim of cast member. Person who also wastes 2 hours, well, like at least 3 hours of their week doing this.
Yeah, or used to, until the instant. Yeah, he may
How is
be
he talking
returned
to us from beyond the grave?
I know. See, I was really... I was kind of scared at first when I started talking to him again, because, you like seeing it out.
You always embrace ghosts. Well, the worst they do is haunt you.
Yeah. Well, I thought, like, okay, gotta calm down. It's just Matt. Like, He's a ghost, but he's still just Matt. I can talk to him. So apparently he'll be returning next week, maybe, possibly, if he can get a desk. Which, I mean, is kind of weird because he's a ghost. So why would he need like a desk to be able to record? But
well, let's pretend he's human for a minute. How does he plan on getting a desk in a lockdown?
I'm sure there's like a ghost
it's a black
version of Amazon
desk system.
Well, like
of course, Amazon. You could just order from Amazon.
Well, yeah, I'm sure ghosts have a version of Amazon. It's Amazon probably saw the spiritual market.
I mean, it's a very powerful market, the spirit market.
Yeah.
I really hate the word powerful.
Okay. Yeah, really?
Yeah. Have you not been like looking at the news?
I fail to see how this relates into the news.
No, it does. It does.
Okay.
It's very related. So, if you eat, without being political,
yeah,
Donald Trump's favorite filler word is strong, big, very powerful.
Okay.
And most of what he says is nothing. So he says, with our very... I'm not going to do a Trump impression because it would be terrible and everyone does them. But he says things like, we're looking at our very big, very strong, very powerful governments. And it's like, what is this statement?
Yeah.
Bigging up your terrible, failing government.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid. It does sound kind of stupid.
And because he does like 2-hour press conferences every day, I don't watch them. But like, you know, like a Stephen Colbert video pops up in your timeline once, and you're stuck with it forever, and you're sitting there playing video games, and you're like, I'm not going to change it. I just don't care enough. It's so inoffensive. Like, it's not funny, but it's...
Yeah.
I'll accept it.
What, like having late night show host videos on YouTube?
They're shockingly better now that they're not in person with anyone.
Really?
Yeah, because
I
usually
thought
they're limited to who's in town.
Audience.
But now they're not. So they're just calling people. Like, they had Daniel Radcliffe on, and I think he was in, like, a completely different city.
I mean, the wonders of the internet. Are they finally going to embrace new technology?
Well, probably not, because it's more of an event if you go and see Stephen Colbert live. I don't get that, though.
It's true.
I get going to Graham Norton live, because, like, there's audience interaction.
Yeah.
And Stephen Colbert live is like a mildly funny comedian guy for a bit. I shouldn't, say people aren't funny. We do our own podcast.
Okay. I mean, yeah. You don't have to be funny to say that someone's not funny, though. And it's an opinion at the end of the day. I mean, I wouldn't say
he's a really funny guy.
Yeah.
I think he's like hit by networks being like, nah, you can't make that joke. Like, he can't swear on this show. I mean, neither could we, technically.
Well, no.
We do.
Just bleep it. That's fine.
Yeah, we bleep it, but like they have
I'm
to
sure
do it live or
YouTube can't
something.
possibly like identify that in some way.
I don't know. I don't trust what YouTube has up its sleeve.
I don't think YouTube knows what it has up its sleeve. And does anyone really truly know what YouTube is doing? Even YouTube themselves?
Maybe they had a hoverboard thing going for a bit, didn't they?
Hoverboard thing?
Yeah, it's like Google X. It's the dumb, we make really weird stuff.
Oh, what? I have no idea what. This conversation took a completely unexpected turn.
It's just called X now, but it was previously called Google X when I first heard about it.
Google X? Okay.
Yeah. It's just sort of like a bunch of dumb, weird stuff. I can't really describe it any other way. They just make weird things.
Huh. Yeah, I see. I've never seen this before, and I don't know what any of this is. I see a balloon kind of thing.
Kites to build electricity.
Okay.
I think this is where they're also building the Skynet.
Oh. This is all just like farming humans for labor to build Skynet. You're probably right.
If they wanted to try it, it would be a dumb idea to try and say, "Oh, look, we're building a Skynet." If they said we're building better internet, like, yeah, let them do what they want.
Oh, so many people would jump on that.
I mean, at the moment they would. Like, we're having technical issues already.
Yeah. I can't believe in this modern age we can't even get like a solid, 48 hours of constant internet usage without it dropping out for 5 minutes. It's truly it's inhuman.
You see, I see what you're saying, but it's not it's dropping off for 5 minutes that's the problem. It's that it's dropped out and I don't know when it's going to come back. And I'm in a voice call with someone trying to do a podcast and we don't know if we should stop now or wait it out. But if we wait it out for 10 minutes, we could wait it out for 5 more and then we could be here for an hour just like not doing anything.
Yeah, it is honestly annoying. If it feels silly to complain about it sometimes, but it is legitimately annoying.
Because you're asleep for 8 of it, right? So you don't care for those 8.
Yeah.
I would prefer that it didn't go out in the night as opposed to going out in the day because the internet's better at night. So,
and you're also
just nocturnal.
Yeah, you're asleep during the day and awake during the night.
It's because of the internet, though. To be fair, I am actively fighting my circadian rhythm
because you get faster internet.
Yeah, it just lets me do my work, like even remotely. So, also, way nicer out at night. You just go running, and it's like, oh, look at that, that's chill.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's probably quite nice.
Really cold
going out. I imagine in like a couple of months it'll be kind of warm. Outside. I'm
hoping we're not going to be trapped here for a couple more months.
I mean, okay. Whether we're going to be trapped here for like in lockdown for another couple months, that's not going to change whether we're going to have another flipping heat wave this summer.
Do you think if we're going to have another heat wave?
Well, I mean, okay, we probably are
when the heat wave comes.
So if it's going to be as bad as last year,
they get hotter every year. Every year, someone says, "This is the hottest heat wave the UK's ever had," and it's like, yeah, no shit. The planet is getting hotter.
Okay, but it's not. It's not like. Is it completely like consistent? Like consistently hotter? So I feel like last year was a pretty big jump because it was getting to like. Did we already talk about this last week, or was that just another conversation? I don't even know anymore.
I don't like anyone's going to care if we repeat a conversation.
Yeah, that's true. We repeated the same conversation about Borderlands 3 times.
Technically, we didn't. There was 3 similar but distinct conversations.
We probably repeated ourselves. I'm sure.
Oh, probably. We did it over 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Hottest month ever recorded. I can't find any like average temp stuff.
Okay. Well, we know that it was about like 36 degrees where we are.
And you say that's hot.
For where we are, it's like...
No, it's like, 42 in France. Why are you complaining?
I mean, that's...
It was like
42
middle of Paris,
in France.
hit 42. Yeah, I mean, it's always hotter than the UK, and then it's quite far from the sea.
Yeah.
That's why heat waves don't affect us so much, I guess. It's because, like,
Even so, like, I was I was in Scotland at the time, and it hit 30. It shouldn't be 30 degrees in Scotland.
Oh
That
yeah,
should
you went
never be
away
a
during the
thing.
heat wave. You left us down here with the really hot weather, and you were like, "God, it's really hot up here," and it's like, no. It's
I was like, oh,
20% hotter here.
Yeah. It was a lot hotter back home, but like, that's not to say 30 degrees is like just pedestrian. It was still kind of hot. That said, though, I was really happy I was there, not back home.
I didn't think it made a difference, honestly. I think people probably got used to it.
Yeah.
I know I did. I don't really notice temperature change from like summer to winter because it's a scale. It's like frogs in water if it was accurate.
Yeah. It just changes over such a slow, such a long amount of time.
I don't change what I wear when I go out, specifically to exercise, from winter to summer.
Yeah.
Right? And and that's pretty much all the time I go out. Because of the lockdown, of course. Not because, most of my outgoing friends live 120 miles away.
Yeah. Yeah,
Barring
definitely
you,
not
of
that.
course, Josh. We meet up constantly.
Yeah, well, we're in the same room doing this podcast right now.
Yeah.
We're breaking lockdown for this. See, look, audience, we're doing you a favor.
Yeah, we're spreading coronavirus because it's caused by 5G towers.
Who am I kidding? We don't have an audience.
We want to talk about something a bit happier, the coronavirus.
Yeah. Sure.
I hate how it dominates conversations. I know it's the first thing we always talk about every week.
Yeah.
But we usually just skip through it and nothing's happened. Feed ran out. Cool. We're moving on. Let's talk Magic Uno so I can finally close Tabletop Simulator, and then we'll talk about what we talked about last week.
Forgot you had that open for this. Yeah, sure. What's Magic Uno then? What does that entail? We've
been enjoying playing Uno. The game where you have the 4 colours.
Yeah, I know the one.
So there are some alternate rule sets we've been playing by. So there's stacking, which means that you can stack on any wild card.
So, what's a wild card in Uno then?
So
is that like one of the special action ones?
So it does
a thing.
+2, the +4, the skip, and the reverse.
Okay.
It's got to be obviously the same type. So you can't play like you can't play a +4 and then set it to yellow and play a red skip. It doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
It means if there's a skip, you can play a skip on it, and it will it's to stop it from if you get a +2, someone else stacks a +2 on that to skip it to the next person.
Yeah.
You can reverse it back onto them.
Oh, so it doesn't just keep on going keep on going round. It goes back to the other person?
I mean, that's what the reverse card does.
Oh no, I'm not sure. I feel like I'm missing something then.
Well, when you stack, if you get +2 to Nino,
yeah,
and you have a +2,
yeah,
you can +2 and send it to the next person in the turn order. Well, you can't normally do that with a reverse. It's not actually in the rules.
Oh, so if someone +2s you, you can then put down a reverse card, and it reverses the +2 onto them.
Yes.
Oh,
if it's the same color.
If it's it has to be same color still.
Right?
That makes sense.
Jump-ins, which means if you have an identical card to the card that is down, so if there's a blue 2 down, and you play a blue 2, it will skip whoever's go it was, set it to your turn, count you as playing the blue 2 and put it to the person after you.
Okay, that's so. I imagine this is really annoying with Tabletop Simulator, though.
And it's actually fine. It works really well.
Yeah.
There's like one issue with it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Then
not
there's
issue?
zeros and sevens, which are the standard Uno rules that you should play by.
Oh, the rotate all cards around, or
Yeah, so zero is rotate in play direction, and seven
yeah.
is swap hands with someone.
Was that just in the game Uno?
No, it's a real rule.
So that was in the actual card game
Yeah.
originally?
Well, maybe not originally, but I think he just became an alt rule set.
Okay. I only found out about that through like the video game.
And then we have draw until you can play.
Wow. Yeah, that's something that screwed many people over.
Now let's talk about Magic Uno, because these are normal Uno rules you could play by.
Oh yeah, you're playing with even more rules.
So it puts some new cards in the deck. Copy's the last card played,
Okay.
and all of these count as wild cards.
Okay.
So if any of these get played against you, or if this is a stack that's going around, and you play a copy, it will copy the last card off the full stack.
Yeah.
How do I get this to work? I don't know. I won't do it. I can't. You know what? Fine. Then there's counter, where a wild card that sends back 2 times the stacked cards back to the last player.
Oh. Oh no.
Very potent. I should mention, by the way, zeros and sevens count as specials.
Okay.
One day I'm gonna get this to work so that I can press the button. Doesn't matter. Hide your cards from your opponents and show someone's hand, so they can't see how many cards you have.
Okay.
Shuffle. Take everyone's cards and distribute them evenly amongst everyone.
Yeah.
Crossfade. Everyone swaps hands with the person across from them.
There are a lot of things going on in this version of Uno.
Oh, just wait until I get later. This is nothing yet.
Oh
Like
my
this
God.
one. Get down. Everyone's discards cards until everybody's on the same number of cards. So if someone's on one card, everyone now has one card.
So this is. I think some of these are something from the game, like the online game, right?
I don't know.
Okay. I think I've heard of some of these before, but like all of them at once is insane.
Hot numbers, which I will from now on call number wang.
Oh, what is this then?
So number wang, for X number of turns, it randomly decides this. Playing a special card will make you draw one card.
Okay. Oh God. So just. Yeah. Oh, that's annoying.
JDM, all cards get an experiment card. The experiment card is randomly a +2, a skip, or a reverse.
So, sorry. So you're given another card.
Yeah, everyone gets given a skip, a +2, or a reverse.
Okay.
But it's hidden. So you don't know what it is until you play it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
There's block, a wild card that sends any stacked cards to the next player.
Oh God.
Bomb, the next player to draw will draw 3 additional cards.
These having all of these on at the same time. Oh God, this sounds like chaos.
Deal X cards to random enemies, then deal X card to random players. I don't know what the enemies bit in that sentence means, but you just draw a bunch of cards. Everyone does.
Okay.
There's hurry, which is turn timer is 5 seconds. We don't play with turn timer though.
Okay.
Because internet's bad and you don't want people to just be like missing turns because like, oh no, tabletop broke.
Yeah. This seems like it would take ages to play a single game.
It actually doesn't take too long. It sometimes takes ages, but sometimes it's pretty quick. Then here's one of what we're calling the S+ cards. Actually, we'll call them F plus cards because they really are a you.
Oh no, what is it?
So, Hadouken. Force a player to draw until they draw either a skip or a reverse.
Oh no.
Unblockable.
Oh god. That
This doesn't
sounds
count
terrible.
as a stack. They just draw cards.
But until you draw a skip or what?
Or a reverse.
Oh my god.
It's not even the most powerful card on the deck.
What's... Okay, I guess I'll find out.
You'll find out. Then there's Creeper, a wild card that makes all other players draw 3 cards.
Oh. Okay.
Here's the most powerful card on the deck. Dead Kenny.
Dead Kenny.
Yep. Whereas
Okay.
before you had 2 options. Force a player to draw until they get a 4.
Wait, until they get a 4?
So not only do they have half the number of options they could draw, even if they do draw it, it's literally just a 4.
Oh, wait, so you... Wait, what do you mean, like, 2 options to draw?
Well, with Hadouken, they can draw either a skip or a reverse. So there's 8 options, 8 cards they could draw to stop the drawing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And once they have it, they actually have a special card.
Yeah.
They can reverse and skip and whatever.
So you have to draw cards until you get a 4.
Yep, which is a dead card when you get it, mostly. And also devastating. So you will be drawing like plus 19 sometimes when someone plays a dead Kenny
That's
against you. I know,
insane.
because I dead Kenny'd someone for 19.
It just ruins someone's life.
It doesn't really, because the number of times you swap hands. And like, there are so many stacks that very frequently you will play out like 5 cards in your hand.
I guess, yeah, there's like a lot to screw you over, but I guess, yeah, if there's so much chaos, if there's so much chaos, there's so...
Also, there's
so
only
many
one
cards
dead
changing
Kenny in a
hands.
deck, and the deck is big.
Okay, that's not so bad.
There's invisibility. Hide your cards from other players and ignore any stacked cards.
Okay. Ignore...
However, skip the next player and reveal their cards. Know You, a wild card that sends the stacked cards back at the last player. Swap hands with another player. Communism. Take everyone's cards and evenly distribute them amongst everyone. The pile is now red.
The pile... So
it's like shuffle, but it changes the colour.
Wait, so the draw pile?
Yep. No, you have to play reds now. After communism.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Heroic Sacrifice, which we call Demonic Fridge.
Demonic Fridge?
Yeah, I will send you a picture of it. I don't know if I can get this picture in any show notes. You're just going to have to trust me. It's a demonic fridge.
Okay. Yeah, I can confirm that's a demonic fridge.
If you would like to check, there will probably be a link to the mod for tabletop in the show notes. There's check. It shows everyone's hand, and you can change the colour. Stop. Make it your turn at any time.
What?
Share.
Wait, what is that? How do you even use that card then? Because wouldn't you have to play the card?
You play the card, and then it makes it your turn.
Yeah.
And then you get to play another card.
So isn't that just you get to go again?
Yeah, but it also changes the turn order because you've skipped everyone's turn between you and the person playing.
Yeah. Or wouldn't it... Oh, so it still goes back to the person it was meant to be next?
Oh, no.
Or...
It just skips everyone.
Okay.
Until you. And the share divides stacked cards amongst all players.
Okay.
Discard all cards of one colour. You can't discard all your cards.
So it'll like leave you with one, I guess. If
you have to be on
colour.
Uno.
Yeah.
These are the rules of Magic Uno.
Jeez. That's a lot more than I thought it was going to be.
It's great. It's perfect.
It does seem good. So
There's no challenging +4s either. I hate that rule normally. Yep. So
that's fair.
it would just screw with the jumping mechanic and the stacking.
Yeah. So this is Tabletop Simulator, isn't it?
Yep.
So does this have like actual systems built for this?
It's fully scripted.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So it's not like relying on everyone to play right?
Nope, it will do everything
nice.
for you.
That's really nice.
Including set up the game. So
wow. That sounds really fun, actually. Yeah.
It's a solid time. You'll get a bit tired of it after like an hour, but after that, you go like a couple of days, you play again, it's great.
That sounds better than like regular Uno, definitely. I'm assuming they're like
way less fair than regular Uno.
Oh yeah, sure. I imagine like it's a complete coin flip.
But it also has way more catch-up mechanics, because if you draw a 7 or a 0, boom, I now have a winning player's hand.
Yeah. Yeah, you can easily change the tides.
I won with 1,000 points in my last match.
1,000 points?
I think it was 960 something. I had one mega win. I won for about 300 points.
Are the points calculated in the same way? Like,
it's number of cards in play, I think.
Oh,
I don't know if that's the same way.
So the number of cards in play?
Yeah, in the hand.
So there were 900 cards, or like it added up the numbers for each card?
No, this is like, so the match is multiple games. I won like 5 times.
Okay. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. It still sounds like a lot of points, though.
Yeah, it was a couple of very big hands that like were in play when I won, because they just couldn't stop me.
Yeah.
I don't win often, but when I do, I win.
You win big.
Yeah, unlike Sekiro, where I never feel like I'm winning big, even after I like sever the immortality of some monster.
Oh, you defeated the headless ape.
I did.
So I'm assuming you have some not so.
What did I text you?
I'm assuming you don't like the ape bosses.
Hang on, I text you. Let's read out exactly what I said. This was I think I stopped playing because I had to go to bed or something.
Yeah.
It's 9:30 in the morning. Don't worry about that. Guardian Ape feels a lot like a Dark Souls boss, but not in a good way.
Yeah. So at that point, had you gotten to his second form?
Yes.
Okay.
But I just don't like it. I hate his first form, and his second phase is really easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, because I find
it's dumb to parry the first form. The first form is just dodge.
You don't parry it. Actually, there are some things you can parry. But
yeah, like most of his punches you can parry.
I don't.
They do huge posture damage, though.
Do they actually? Oh, to you, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're too effective against the ape.
I don't know. I was showing a person what Sekiro was like, because they made the mistake of asking. They don't like blood or gore, but they were like, "Oh, what's this Sekiro game?" I'm like, "Are you sure you want to know?" And they're like, "Yeah." So I showed them the Great Ape Fight, and they were like, "Yeah, that's disgusting." I'm like, "Yeah, I thought you'd say that."
Why'd you ask?
Yeah, why'd you ask? You knew it was going to be bad. You knew.
More curiosity, I guess.
There aren't many nice games that I play, really. But they like parried that guy down.
Yeah.
I think he had like 2/3 of his health left, and he was dead.
Which one?
Guardian Ape.
The second form?
First form.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah.
I didn't do. I, beat him down. Way harder. Most of his stuff's unblockable, and he's got an annoying grab that's hitbox doesn't work.
A lot of the grabs in the game don't feel too fair. I think there was one boss I was fighting, I thought the other day actually, which like you can. It feels like you should be able to either jump over it or dodge away from it, but a lot of the time, even
Is it
if
Snake
they're like,
Eyes?
sorry,
Is it Snake Eyes?
No, it's one you haven't fought yet.
Because I hate that grab.
Which one's Snake Eyes?
He's the one of the gun people who just like has a grab, but it is deflectable.
Oh my
the grab instantly kills you if it goes off.
Okay, that boss is that is a terrible boss.
Now do it twice.
I know, it's so awful.
Why are all of the bad bosses the ones that you fight twice?
I don't know.
Because I know that I have to fight Corrupted Monk again.
Corrupted. Okay.
Although
Corrupted
I didn't realize that was
find...
a boss at first. I thought that was a mini boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fight that ghost woman before, which.
What ghost woman?
Don't you? Before Corrupted Monk.
No, I didn't. I skipped her. She was annoying. She was an apparition.
Oh, really? Wait, you can. I could have sworn there was it like had the
you
mist
just run straight
around
past
it.
her. I just walked past her.
I thought you
tried
actually
fighting her, but she's an apparition and doesn't take any posture damage.
She does take posture damage.
Oh god, she jumps, doesn't she? I can instantly kill her.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you can do the in-air blow thing.
I've never done that.
Really, that's the best way I found to kill the Sishiman warriors.
Because
they do their jump phase, and then you just stab them and they instantly die. It's how I killed the one in Great Apes Lair. I did this for the whistle, by the way.
Okay.
I needed the apparition, like, screwing whistle.
I've not done that before. That I need to like read up on how to do that. Then
you just jump near them and death blow. It's super easy. Yeah, provided you have divine confetti on, it will work against all enemies. If you don't have divine confetti, it will only work on normal enemies.
Okay, because that seems like it would make like those feather guys a lot easier as well.
It doesn't.
Oh,
because
they tend to jump around.
You also have to be in midair.
Oh.
So you have to jump at them, and if it doesn't work, you're being hit by that blade that already does a huge amount of damage.
You can block in the air.
Yeah, but you've just attacked. You're never going to deflect it.
Okay. Yeah, that does seem annoying to time. But still.
It does.
Still, maybe if you can perfectly time that.
Yeah, I reckon like if the pro players just like don't care.
Yeah.
But I feel like we should start from the beginning.
Okay.
By the beginning, I mean where we left off last week.
Where was that? I forget.
I was just about to head into the castle.
Oh, okay.
So it was just before the third boss.
Yeah. So you fought so I mean did we talk about the castle much?
We talked about how I hate the ninjas.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But we did the samurai are annoying, but once you like they're pretty learnable.
Yeah. Fighting multiple at a time fighting multiple of anything really is annoying.
We're gonna get back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some grievances with game design, but like yeah, so you don't fight multiple samurai at once. The area's kind of okay. I did the Great Snake Pass first before I went to the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did all the downstairs stuff.
Yeah.
I met the merchant, got all the gourd seeds. Pays to explore. I then did the boss, really struggled with him on my first attempt, and then killed him.
What? You killed him on the second attempt?
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, no, it took me 2 attempts to defeat his first phase, and then I killed him.
Jesus, okay.
I've heard that his third phase is really hard. I didn't notice. I don't know if I just got lucky with his attack patterns.
Did you experience lightning?
Nope, not once. He didn't even use it.
Okay, that's...
No, he did. I just dodged out the way. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't use the deflect that exists.
I mean,
Although
that
apparently
makes...
it also trivializes the fight.
If you manage to deflect it back at him.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It does a lot of damage.
Didn't notice. He died. He was super easy.
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm very good at the mid-parrying kind of things, where it's not super reactive. Like the giraffe. I don't know his full name. Long-armed giraffe. Although he was a good fight too, kind of. But I'm also not good at the very telegraphed parries.
Yeah.
Because the very telegraphed parries have weird timings.
Okay.
Like Guardian Ape has really weird timings on his attacks. It's not random.
No.
But, like, it's not just as it comes in, because he does some side jabs first. Not good at those.
Yeah.
But, like, he was easy because you could always tell what he was going to do.
Yeah.
I think he's a good fight as well, because he has some punishing attacks, like the bow.
Yeah.
But he's not just, oh yeah, by the way, get knocked down, I'm going to grab you and instantly kill you.
Yeah. I think I like him as boss as well. He's pretty good.
But I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I did exactly what you did on this next section.
Yeah.
I looked up where to go.
Yeah. Because, like...
What is that section? Oh yeah, by the way, you have to go and speak to Emma a second time so that you can go and see Ichin, so that she can send you to a different area by the first or second boss, depends, so that you can go back and see Ichin.
Why?
Like,
because I started another playthrough recently.
I noticed you've played about half as much as I have, so that's good to know.
I still had no idea. I was like, okay, I'm reading this time. Like, I'm pretty sure I know where to go. I went to, like, the lookout tower, saw that he wasn't there. I was like, oh. Well,
you have to speak to Emma first. No, you must speak to Emma.
Well, yeah, and then she sends you off there, or sends you off to find him. And then, like, that's the only voice line I had for her. So I just, like... I think I went and did,
I did the temple first.
Okay, I went down to Snake Eyes guy, that area.
Oh, I did that as well. Yeah. I did both of those before I ever went to Ichin. Is that it? Is that actually his name?
Yeah, Ichin Shina.
Oh, it's Ichin, okay.
Yeah.
The Sword Saint. Sorry, that's a spoiler.
It is.
I found out by accident.
Okay.
I saw a PC Gamer article. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. How did you eventually get Ichin to appear on his lookout tower?
I looked it up. I went and I did the rats. Well,
yeah.
I spoke to Emma, then did the rats quest, and then spoke to him again, got the next technique, and then went and saw him. Because I think he's just technique locked. You have to have X technique in the same way you have to have Mibu breathing to do the siege.
But you get Mibu breathing, like, by progressing, like, through the main
areas. I know,
yeah,
I get it.
It's like you get it without, like, looking for it, but it sends you on a really weird path for no particular reason.
There's a lot of that, though.
Is there? I feel like most of the time it's sending you to a new area to do some, like, to do the main kind of story
I think
stuff.
It's because you can do most of the areas in any order you like after you've beaten... is it Genshiro?
Yeah.
Yeah, after doing Genshiro, you can do anything you want. You can do Senpo Temple and the Mibu village before you even do anything else.
Yeah.
Which is nice, I guess. You know. It does make the second Great Ape fight optional, which I found out afterwards.
Is it optional?
Yeah, because if you go to Mibu Village before you beat Guardian 8, you have
Yeah.
a fast travel there. So you never have to
Oh,
go
I
through
guess-
the thing.
Yeah, there's no actual
Which
reason.
is the order I did it in.
Yeah, I found that out on this playthrough as well. I ended up going past that point without them spawning.
Which is really annoying, because I was like, how do I fight Guardian Ape a second time? I keep being told I have to do it a second time to get the whistle.
Oh, so
I
you
was
just
like, oh, it's there.
Yeah. How did you find that the headless ape fight then?
Oh, you want me to talk about the fact that throwing in a second ape didn't make that fight fair?
It makes it really unfair.
It's like, oh, you've got
So
to attack a guy with
stupid.
mega range and also dodge the jumping ape.
Yeah.
You'll never guess that I killed the small ape first, because it's actually the harder fight.
I wouldn't. Well,
I can beat
It has
Headless
a
Ape
lot-
without
it has a
taking
lot
any
less
plus
health.
damage.
it
It has less
a-
health, and Headless Ape is completely parryable, barring the Terrify.
Yeah. Well, actually,
And the
that is
jump.
that you can block the terror. The terror.
No.
You need a specific.
Oh, it's
prosthetic
the
tool.
item. Not item, the umbrella item.
Yeah. Once it's upgraded
I don't have
to
that. I hate the umbrella. It looks dumb. It just does. I'm sorry.
Well, if you have it completely negates terror build up with a certain upgrade.
I'm not saying it's
It's-
bad. I'm saying it looks dumb.
I just agree. It's like a little hat.
Yeah, you look like an assassin, and the assassins kind of look dumb.
That hat is completely practical, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
For being
yeah.
an
And to be
assassin.
fair, it is completely practical. It stops everything. I don't know how you're actually meant to fight assassins.
Oh, what
Like, The hat
rat-
doesn't set on fire.
Oh yeah.
They attack really fast and for high damage, so you have to like block them. But you can't actually hit them to make it so their posture regenerates slower. So what are you meant to do?
So these are the they've got straw kind of coats, haven't they?
Yeah, they got like straw
And-
hats
yeah.
and like.
Because
What do you
they
do
do
with
jump over you at one point, so I'm assuming
Oh, do you
can
have
use
to
that.
do the combat technique?
Yeah, I assume you have to do that.
I'm still on the like double slash. I never use the combat techniques. They never seem useful. There's
wait,
never
is
a
the-
massive opportunity that you get to deal high damage, and if you do, you just left click.
I do like them. That like some
They're
of
very
them are-
situational.
Yeah,
Against the
think
massive
most of
monkey
it-
horde, very good.
most of it is just like they're just kind of fun to use. You get like some of the attacks that bosses use, you get as the techniques. I think
Wait, do I get the ability to rip my head off and start like jumping at people?
Oh, that would be great. But I don't think that's in the game.
Oh right.
You get like
So only the humanoid bosses.
Yeah. You get like some of the sword techniques that the bosses use. Like I think
I think I have all of that. I got the achievement for having like all techniques.
I'm pretty sure you don't have all of them. There are some that are like you get from the final bosses.
Interesting. I see the achievement I got.
Well, they're
'Cause I
like
was
combat
curious
arts.
how
I
else-
mean,
yeah, I got all of the ninjutsu arts or techniques.
oh, okay. So yeah, those are like, yeah, that's just main game stuff then. So I think it's the combat arts. I mean,
I don't use them, so I never invest. I haven't upgraded in ages. I think I've just died so much recently. I just haven't gained any skills. Because I went from like one difficult fight to the next. I just haven't used the dragon's blood because I'm like, what's the point? I'm gonna die again in like half a second.
yeah,
I'm doing 3 bosses in a row.
yeah. There's not much point to like you're not really losing much more by like not getting that.
I think I had
30%.
5 money by the end of this whole thing.
Oh, have you used money much?
Yeah, I'm always skint. I need more.
Really? What are you spending
Yeah.
on?
Everything.
Really?
Yeah, I'm buying prosthetic upgrades. I'm buying stuff from merchants. Like
okay, the prosthetic upgrades I get, but
super pricey.
yeah.
I haven't farmed much money, and I haven't really struggled with many with areas for too long. So just haven't accumulated any.
But see,
I haven't sold any of my things. I'm doing what I did in Dark Souls.
you're not
Which I know
selling
I
anything. What?
Like the money pouches. I just haven't been selling them. I just keep forgetting to.
Well,
I'm probably sitting on like 10k in gold.
You just, I don't think you need to sell them. You could just open them in your inventory.
Oh, can I?
Yeah. I think so, at least.
It doesn't matter. I haven't been doing that. So I'm sitting on loads of money.
Well, the thing though, is that like the souls in Dark Souls, like the bigger wads of souls that you get, are much more useful than like bags of money.
Well, yeah, they're XP and money.
Yeah, but this is just money to buy like what more.
I don't like the 9 different currencies you have to micromanage.
9 different currencies?
It's not 9, but it's like, oh, you've got to have to do any of your attacks, you've got to have these, I can't remember what they're called, symbols. You've got to have these crosses. But you can only have 16 at a time. Or, well, yeah, I think you can go for like 20. I just haven't been upgrading it because it's been garbage. I never use those abilities. They don't do anything except against very specific enemies.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem with them is that, like, I only ever use the fire one against the ogre, and by the way, I hate that ogre has an instant kill. It doesn't matter how much health you have, he will instantly kill you, the second one, during the siege. I struggle with him.
Yeah,
he's hard.
They do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think it was just I was coming to the end of a play session, and I was just like, I'm getting lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like you got those, then you've got currency, then you've got XP, and then you've got the droplets, which I'm counting as currency because you have to spend them to, cure.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't see it as too much of a problem. Like the dragon's
it's not a major problem. It's just sort of
the Dragon Blood's droplets are like I think maybe twice in my when I first played it, I think I needed to buy another one so I could get rid of I could do the restoration, but
I bought one and didn't realize that it consumes the item but doesn't give you it if you have one already in storage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I just wasted one.
Oh.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it just said you can't buy this and shoved me away.
Okay.
Who knows? I'll go back and find out, I guess.
I've
only done it once though.
Yeah. Okay. But the symbols as well. I think I do remember buying quite a bit of them on my first. Yeah, I remember in my first playthrough I tended to use quite a bit, just because it was basically just the shuriken, just throwing them at weak enemies to do a tiny bit of damage or aggro them. I was doing that.
I drained my entire supply using the backstab ninjutsu technique. I didn't realize it costed crosses.
Yeah, that costs a bit as well.
So I was like, why did I just rested? Why did I not gain any back? And it's like, what am I possibly spending stuff on right now? It took me so long to figure out that this technique I'm spamming so that I can get to Snake Eyes quicker.
Oh no.
It's draining me. It was fine because once I figured that out, I never used it again. Because it's not a worthwhile technique to use.
No.
It's the problem is that if they cost sigils, they're not worth using, really, because they don't do enough for the 6 you're going to use.
Yeah.
But
I think
you never use any because every fight is doable without using them, because that's the intention of the game.
They're really the prosthetic tools as well. Some of them are all right. But they're really not useful enough to to like use very often. Like I think
The apparition whistle I've heard is very good.
yeah, the whistle's good. Like the shurikens are like fine. They're kind of okay to just like I like you like throw one and then you can do like a dash forward and attack. Like that's
I have it. I never use it. I used it once on Seven Spears.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do it just to like it's just it's nicer than just dashing forward and then attacking. You just do them at the same time. It's just a little bit more damage. That's all. Yeah, I use them so little. They a lot of the time it's just like why use any like why use the spear or why use the flamethrower?
I've never used a spear ever.
I wanted to because it sounds fun, but it doesn't really do much in comparison to like just swiping with your sword or deflecting. They kind of feel useless.
Yeah, I mean they kind of are. I think.
Yeah.
I think the entire point is they're not meant to be useful. They're meant to be niche. Like that's why you can equip them at any time. But there's only one enemy that I know of that requires one to beat, which is the shield guys, where you just smash the shields.
Yeah.
So they never come up because they're actually kind of terrible.
Yeah.
Like in the mid game, once like the guys with two swords just hit you super hard have appeared.
I've forgotten about them. The red guys, right?
Yeah.
They're flipping devastating.
And why are there three of them? I don't know, but there seem to be three of them in the door, and I opened the door while fighting the ogre because I thought. And now every time I fight the ogre, I have these guys like hanging about.
Oh my god, that's terrible. That's an awful situation.
Yeah, I've kind of screwed myself, honestly.
Yeah,
that was just my own fault. I thought it'll be fine. This might be a shortcut. It really isn't.
No, you've made it so much harder.
Yeah, infinitely harder, some would say. It's fine. I'm managing.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to talk about Folding Monkeys because it wasn't a boss fight.
No. It's not really a boss fight.
When I was doing it, I thought, oh, this is really interesting what they're doing here. And then by the end of it, I was like, man, I really hate this fight.
Yeah, it's like...
It's such a nothing...
I kind of get it.
I felt clever when I found the white monkey. I was like, he's not on the screen. He must be invisible. I hit behind me. He was there and he died. I felt clever doing that. But obviously that was the intended method of doing it because he makes a bunch of noise.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, you must now perform the puzzle thing so that the boss can die. Great.
The puzzle thing?
Well, you gotta... Because the green monkey's got very good hearing.
Oh,
so you've got to get the green monkey into the bell, and then you ring the bell, and then you kill him.
I didn't do that at all.
What did you do?
On my first playthrough, I just I had like a bit of planning and technique in it, whereas I think I figured out the white monkey one. I think the orange monkey is the one that like warns all the other ones, right? Like whichever.
Yes.
Like I tried to like sneak up on like a couple of the others, but I think the rest of it was just me like trying to get as close as I can and then just sprinting around for a little bit. Just gaining
That's how I did
ground.
the last one. I just snuck up behind him and ran at him before he could run away.
Yeah.
So I'd call that an okay fight.
It's really annoying doing it on multiple playthroughs.
At least it's a free attack power upgrade.
It just takes too long.
And it's not overly interesting.
No.
I can understand that.
I kind of wish Senpou Temple had a better boss. What a boss, really?
It's got the devil bell, demon bell.
Oh,
You could make the game harder in that area if you so desired.
yeah. I just wanted that area to have like a good final boss. I liked the look of that area.
Why wasn't
overall.
Guardian Ape in that area? It was a massive monkey temple.
Yeah.
I felt like it.
I just felt like it felt like it should have had something else there, like a nice fun boss to wrap the area up. But no, you stab a couple of regular monkeys and then leave.
Yeah,
I guess you
and
visit,
that's what's guarding the mortal blade.
Yeah,
that's the fight.
I mean, to be fair, like even if you get to the mortal blade, it's unlikely you'll be able to wield it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
You'll just
instantly kill anyone who touches it.
Yeah, apart from like,
two people.
I guess Sekiro and
what's his name now? Yeah,
yeah. I don't know who gave him that name, but
it was the rat guy. Because I'm gonna call you Sekiro.
Oh, okay.
And then there's Genichiro. He can also do it.
Yeah. I don't know why he can.
He has like fake divine blood, right? Like he's taken where the divine child gives regeneration because he's divine.
Yeah.
He gets it because he's very not divine.
He's on the opposite end of the spectrum.
I don't know if I'd call it demonic. I don't know how like Japanese culture treats the opposite of divine.
Yeah.
Right? Because I know they do demons, but like many cultures do demons differently.
Yeah. I mean, they have the hatred demon. That seems pretty opposite.
I haven't beaten the divine dragon yet.
Yeah.
I'm going for the secret ending.
For the secret. Oh, so
I'm going to do all of this weird stuff.
It's annoyingly complicated.
The reason I always want to do those first is because if I do that first, any subsequent playthrough I can just do what I want.
Yeah.
Right? And then in the one after that I just do the bad ending.
That was the one I did the other day.
Yeah, I noticed you got the sure. It's a secret ending, but it's like there's 4 secret achievements here. I know what you just got.
Oh, is that what the rest of the secret achievements are? It's just the other endings.
And you have all the endings now, don't you? I was curious. So I wanted to know roughly what order you did things in. And I think I'm missing in a very different order.
I've got the Shura ending, the Return, and the Immortal Severance.
Oh, the 4 endings, right? That's yeah.
Oh wait, no, okay. Haven't I got Purification?
I don't know.
Oh no, sorry. Purification's the one that I haven't got. Okay, yeah, I've got 3 endings. I think there are 4. Yeah, there are 4 endings total.
Comparing like the times in which we got our achievements is very odd.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got all the prosthetic tools on the 14th of May after you started on the 15th of April.
Yeah.
I started on the 10th of April. These are on different years, by the way.
Yeah.
This was last year.
Yeah.
For Josh. And I got all the prosthetic tools on the 14th. So I got them in like 4 days.
Oh yeah, I was.
But like
I don't know what.
Yeah, I think you probably missed the Raven one and the
maybe
Harasser
it
estate.
Did like
it's super hidden.
I did finish. It did like take me over a month to finish the game though, or finish that first playthrough at least.
I see you fought Ishin Ashina for the first time this month. Yesterday.
Yeah, you only get them in one of the endings.
Why is the Great Serpent like the last boss you fought? It's on June 3rd, 2019.
Oh, because it's not That's not like a mandatory boss, is it?
No, I guess not.
I just didn't find that area at all.
I guess I'll find out when can you fight it from?
I have no idea. I don't even remember how to get to that area.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what other bosses I've done, but like that's actually it, I think. I think that's all of the bosses I've currently done. Oh, I've done Corrupted Monk as well.
Oh yeah. Were you saying that you didn't like Corrupted Monk, or you didn't think it was a boss fight?
I didn't realize it was a boss. I thought it was a mini.
Okay. You do I think there's like another similar one. So I guess it is. It's actually kind of like a mini boss.
Yeah, because you fight Corrupted Monk a second time in like Fountainhead Palace or something.
Yeah. So I guess like it is kind of similar to the mini bosses that way, where they like appear multiple times.
He had a 1 health bar. I was just like, must just be a hard mini boss.
Yeah.
And honestly,
most of the bosses
he really wasn't. This wasn't Chi, but like it's just kind of, it looks harder than it actually is. It's very parryable.
Yeah, it is.
I also kind of enjoyed it. It was nice. I tell you what, I just my mind, I've remembered Giraffe Boy.
What's this?
Yeah, Giraffe Boy from Sekiro. I'm finding his proper name.
I have no idea.
Centipede Giraffe.
What? What are you?
Right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's mandatory. So you fought him.
Okay.
He's in the gun tower.
Oh, him.
This is actually the worst boss, the worst arena in the game.
Yeah.
We were saying that it was like the swordsman guy, the lone swordsman.
I mean, okay, no, that one it's
still
small.
bad.
Yeah.
But this one, he hits you against the wall.
Yeah.
You move every time you take foster damage.
That boss fight is really, you can do it so quickly. It can be over in like 40 seconds or something.
Yeah, it's really easy if you can see what he's doing.
Yeah. If you get
very frequently the camera would be in a wall.
Yeah, it's not great.
What do I do with that?
There is a better arena with him in.
Yeah, no, I've done that one. I did that one first. I beat him first time.
Yeah.
But this guy took me like 6 attempts because he kept smacking me into the wall.
Yes. Well, I don't know. That does seem to happen quite a bit. Like, there's just these harder enemies that are in really small locations.
I think it's because they know that if you could just run away and heal, you trivialize almost any fight because you just sort of, learn it by attrition.
Yeah.
Well, you meant to learn it by attrition. You learn it faster because you have so many opportunities.
Actually, no, there are some bosses that like counter that pretty easily. Is you just make their movement speed pretty high. And then, like, by the time you've finished healing, you've already been hit like twice. Like, that pretty much counters that.
There aren't many that do it, though. I'm sure the Sword Saint's a great fight for that, but, like...
Yeah,
I haven't encountered it.
Yeah.
Corrupted Monk has, like, a whole wind down, so does, like... Okay, I'll give you credit. Snake Eyes will almost definitely shoot you in that time.
Snake Eyes is so terrible. Why was that? It has so many problems.
Twice?
Yeah, why twice? Why is there like no clear way to, like, there's just no other way to avoid the grab attack than just staying away, is there?
You can deflect it.
You can deflect the grab?
It's entirely deflectable because they grab you with the gun, so it's technically an attack that grabs. Right?
It's actually deflectable?
Yeah, it's a perfectly doable fight.
I have no idea.
The problem with it is that it breaks a couple of the rules that you're previously, like, familiar with. Like, previously, grabs, not deflectable or parryable. Well, it's not deflectable, it's only parryable.
Yeah. Well, there are...
But it's an instant kill if it hits you, pretty much. You will take 96% of your health and damage from that point in the game.
the main thing that annoys me about that is like its hitbox doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. It's like you can be a foot away from him and you'll like teleport towards him.
He does like flick to you if you try and jump around him as he does it.
Yeah.
It's not.
It doesn't feel
if
like
you go 180, he won't flick 180, but he'll flick like 30 degrees.
Oh, it feels like he'll flick more than that.
I think it just feels
unfair.
like that. I think the grab hits
right.
you as you're moving.
It feels
so you
very
think you're
unfair.
in one place, but you're not. It feels unfair, which I don't know if that's worse. Like in terms of game design philosophy, if something feels like it's cheating you, even if it isn't, is that bad? Maybe.
I mean,
it may just be not good game design if like a completely fair thing is feeling unfair.
I think when you've got a lot of bosses that don't really feel like they're cheating you when you take damage for like 99% of them, and then this one you like, if you feel like you're getting cheated by it, there's something wrong there. Something's gone wrong. Whether it's
I'm
actually like...
almost agreeing with you, because I think sometimes you can just be salty that you've died a lot. Or like you walk into an encounter and like if the first time you walk into Centipede Garafe,
Yeah.
I know that's not how you say it.
I don't know.
If you walk into him, you're immediately going to get struck with like a 10-hit combo.
Yeah.
Right, and if you try and attack in that pause, it's going to feel slightly unfair, but that's just his attack pattern.
Yeah.
And once you know that, it's not unfair.
But it's the kind of thing that you like. You've gone into that boss 3 times now, and you're like, okay, I see what's happening. Like you try deflecting it at one point, and you're like, oh, I can deflect this. But with Snake Eyes, I must have gone into that like 20 times and just been baffled about like how I was meant to be avoiding.
Yeah, what are these attacks?
Yeah, I just don't get it.
The problem with it is that half of its attacks that it can do are ranged, which don't count as posture damage.
Yeah.
So you have to hit it a lot.
It's pretty much
but then you have to get into range of him, and then he instantly kills you with the grab.
It's like, okay, I just avoid him for ages and then get close to him. Oh, I have to like step away immediately, like flipping 10 meters, otherwise he's going to get me with his stupid gun and kill me instantly. It's so annoying.
Please, I don't like. I'm sitting here complaining. I did Snake Eyes Poison Pit first, so I was like,
that one's even more annoying.
I just think it's easier because you can sneak up on him. You only have to fight 1 health bar. Second one, you have to fight 2 health bars.
Okay, actually, yeah, I think it's more annoying in theory because there are other enemies around there. So if you don't approach,
they very rarely hit you because of the amount you have to move to dodge Snake Eyes.
When I wasn't sneaking up on him and I'd like alerted some of the other enemies, I definitely was getting shot like constantly.
I would never alert enemies. I had a route planned. See, you jump up top, you go up again, you swing over, you kill those 2 guys, then you sneak around, and then you attack him, and he gets pushed back, and now they can't see you because their eyes don't work that range, and then you fight him there.
Okay.
And he'd take a little bit of damage. And then he'd have 1 health bar. It'd be great.
You have to go from that other sculpticidal in that room.
Yeah, you have to go from the left side.
Yeah.
Like, jump into the entire area.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
If you had to go from the like first one, I would call that fight completely terrible.
Yeah. It
would be like a 7 spears
awful
thing again, where it's like, don't make me do a minute's worth of fighting an enemy just so that I can fight the proper enemy.
Well, with 7 spears, it's not so bad because you can completely run through that area unscathed.
Yeah, it's possible.
I did that in the playthrough that I did recently. It's like,
listen, Josh,
it's absolutely
I'm not, like,
fine.
Pro Sekiro player here.
You can run through without even being noticed.
Yeah, if you like jump to the right hand side on the wall and then you jump down, grapple or like all that stuff. But the problem I have with that is that sometimes you get a scene and then you have to wait for like a minute for them to be like, oh, where did he go?
Well, but you can. Well, but even if you get seen, you can just jump straight into the boss arena, and like they don't care anymore. Like they can't get to you. But with the Snake Eyes fight, like
Seven Spears, the one that's standing on a mountain where enemies can walk up to you.
am I? Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of a different one. I'm thinking of the horse guy.
Oh, the horse guy, he's no problem.
Yeah. Okay.
You just run up to
Actually,
him.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Seven Spears is the one in the tutorial area.
Yeah.
You have to sort of.
I mean, yeah, there is a bit more
sides.
distance, but I guess that's not enough to like have them de-aggro.
It's the kind of thing where, like, if you try and fight him, they'll see you, but they will de-aggro if you just stand still.
Yeah. Yeah, that. But with the Snake Eyes Poison Pit one, like, he's in the exact same area as all of the enemies. If you're fighting him, like, it's
you only have to kill two of them.
Yeah, it's still annoying that it's in that same area.
All I'm going to say is it's like a guaranteed stealth kill, and then you whack the other guy 3 times. I think it's probably fine.
3 times?
Maybe I just had a high attack power, but, like, you just give him a little, 3. Because he's sitting down. So he guaranteed gets hit.
Yeah? Wait, he was...
Yeah, you just melt his health damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Here we see how 2 different people play the same game that has a guaranteed playstyle. Somehow.
There's a surprising amount of variability.
I never use consumables, so maybe that's my thing.
It's
every time I watch one online, someone immediately uses like 3 of those sugars and then goes into the fight, and it's like, hang on. That's not really fair, though, is it? These fights aren't designed for this.
I think the only things that like I definitely use is the Divine Confetti.
Yeah, but they're mandatory, though. There's like a boss that requires you to have Divine Confetti.
I mean, pretty much. Like, you do so little damage if you're not using them.
People said that the Corrupted Monk was that, but I thought the Corrupted Monk, the first one, and it wasn't that.
You don't have
to.
So
the second one, I suppose, is the Apparition.
No, the first one was the Apparition.
Seriously?
Well, yeah, he was like a ghost.
I just assumed that, like, he was an illusion-y thing.
No.
I didn't use Divine... Was I able to use Divine Confetti against him?
I guess. I think...
I heard people complaining that this boss requires Divine Confetti.
It really doesn't.
Bullshit.
I tried using Divine Confetti, and it didn't really make a difference, I don't think.
I've heard that he's just an illusion, so Snapseeds work, but...
Oh, okay.
I don't think Divine Confetti works against him.
No, I think it's
her. It's a woman. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
I keep making a mistake.
I didn't even know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't think it does much difference. The only ones I really thought that like had an effect were the headless.
I haven't beaten a single headless yet.
No.
I don't have the Divine Confetti to do it.
You have to be confident. You just have to go. You have to use it. You have to go in there and you have to attack. Oh, and also, actually, that was the other like consumable I was going to say. The powders.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like super useful. Especially the pacifying agent for the terror build-up.
I've only ever used the poison, the antidote, and the pacifying agent.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that have like long-lasting effects.
The burn one
wears out, you just heal it off. It's easier to do.
But when you're like, I think it was Ishin Ashina, the one I did recently, that he has like a burn like attack, so I ended up using it in there because I think with Hatred, Demon of Hatred as well, because that like has a burn attack. You really, or at least for me, I wanted to conserve all my healing. I didn't want to take like over half my health bar in burn damage.
Well, I haven't fought them yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out soon enough.
You know me pretty well, though. I'm probably never going to use them.
Yeah, I don't imagine you'll be too inclined.
I'm like the worst guy. I've sort of changed my ways slightly, though.
Yeah.
Not in Sekiro.
Okay.
But in Fallout, I would never use like the drugs, the chems. But recently, I've been finding that I really want to use the chems.
Okay, so what Fallout is this that you've been playing?
What Fallout do you think it is?
Please tell me it's not.
It isn't.
Okay.
It's Fallout 4.
Okay. So it's like slightly better.
Fallout 76 is now currently a pretty good game, though, unfortunately.
Is it serious? I don't believe it.
According to a trusted source called John at Miniature Nerd, it has many positives to it while still having some negatives.
I refuse to accept this.
There are NPCs. The NPCs... Okay, so I need to start from the beginning.
Okay.
Let's talk about Fallout 1.
Wow, the very beginning.
This has some context behind it, so it's kind of important.
Sure.
In Fallout 1, true RPG, you start with stats, you do dialogue, beat game, done, right? It's all skill checks and dialogues.
Yeah.
So that's when people say, we want skill checks so we can have character build, so we can change how we solve problems. And the Fallout 2 did that, and Fallout 3 kind of did that in a way. The skill checks were a bit more nebulous. They had % chance of working for speech, but some things you could just do. People enjoyed it. And then Fallout New Vegas did it. It was a more hardline system where if you had the skill, you could do the check. But if you didn't have... Like, if you had 84 speech and you needed 85, tough.
Oh, really? It was just that?
You had to have 85.
Okay.
It was very much built around doing multiple playthroughs of, like, different builds. Because you could see which skills you needed for what. Some provided just rewards. Some let you, like, completely skip encounters.
Okay.
Like, you can beat Fallout New Vegas without killing anyone.
Oh, really?
The entire thing.
Okay.
There'll be a playlist for all of the challenge runs you can do in Fallout New Vegas. Like, you can beat the game at level 4.
Okay.
That's the minimum you can beat it, though.
That's a pretty low minimum. Like, how many levels would you, like, gain in a normal kind of playthrough?
30 is the maximum.
Okay.
This is the main quests that give XP. That's the mandatory ones.
Okay.
There's like 4 of them.
So doing main quests that gets you to about level 4.
Yeah, and this is like skipping all challenges and things. So there are certain challenges for trading 10,000 caps worth of goods.
Yeah.
Those give XP, so he didn't do those either.
Okay.
The guy is like a real Fallout New Vegas guy.
Yeah.
Super into it. That's how I found his content, and that's what I watched still.
Okay.
I like his Fallout content. Leave me alone, John.
I'm not criticizing you, jeez.
So that's how Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas did it. They had skill checks. They worked under you have 6 special stats between 1 and 10, and you have, I think, 20 skills, give or take.
Okay.
And each of these skills, like unarmed, barter, whatever, also between 1 and 100. Then Fallout 4 decided, nah. Too RPG-like, too much character building. We're going to have special stats between 1 and 10, and then perks that you can get if you have special, like Perception 10, you can get the Perception 10 perk, and it has like 3 levels in it.
Okay.
And you can level up your perception, which you couldn't do in any of the others without like a one-time cost.
Yeah.
So in Fallout New Vegas, if you had Intelligence 1, you could get it to Intelligence 2 by buying the implant, and then you could spend your perk every second level to do it. But that meant you couldn't get a better perk later because there was a level cap.
Okay, then.
Didn't exist in Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas. But the thing with Fallout 4, though, is that it didn't have good dialogue either. It had yes, yes, sarcastic, yes, no. Sorry, no. It actually didn't. It had yes, yes, sarcastic, yes. Explain more.
So that was like the responses to pretty much everything you could do.
Yeah, I mean, you could legitimately boil down all of the options to just that. There's a mod that shows you the exact dialogue that's going to play, because that doesn't exist in Fallout 4 normally. It's just sort of abstractly what kind of thing you're going to say, but it doesn't account for tone.
I'd much rather have the exact thing that you're gonna say.
I would too. It allows you to roleplay more.
Yeah.
So there's a mod that shows you this, and there's one area in the game where you're going to you're having a meal. It's like an optional thing you can somewhere in the map, and it says I can't remember the exact dialogue, but it's something along the lines of how should we cook you today, or something like that. It was it was almost like, what can we get for you?
Yeah.
But it's actually, we're going to cook you.
Oh.
Right? And all the dialogue options are, wait, what? That's what's said.
Yeah.
But all of the options have a different, descriptor.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what's the point? Why not just have the character just say, wait, what?
And not, make you choose anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it feels kind of point. It's just a fake choice.
And the reason for this is because they had a voice protagonist.
Okay.
There were two voice actors for Nate and Nora, who are the male and female equivalents.
Yeah.
Which means every dialogue option that you have costs voice actor money.
Yeah. That seems very expensive. I don't know why you would do that. It doesn't seem like such a terrible thing to just not have your character, not have voice lines for your character.
This is the thing with it, right? Is that Fallout 4 wanted to tell a very personal story, and then it didn't. So I'm going to spoil Fallout 4 for the no people who care, and you also included.
Oh yeah, I
Fallout
don't care.
4, you start the game pre-bombs, the pre-war era.
Okay.
You have a son, Sean, and you have a husband and or wife.
Yeah.
I say and or. You have a husband or a wife.
Yeah.
Depending on which person you are. You go into a cryogenic lab thing because the bombs are dropping. Someone comes in, steals your son, and kills your husband and or wife.
Okay.
And then they leave. And then you get refrozen.
Sure.
So it's all going well.
Yeah,
and now you're on a quest for your son.
Yeah.
So you'll never guess what's happened to the son.
They've been kidnapped.
After that bit.
They've grown up.
Yes. Oh my god, Josh. You've just been told the bare bones of the plot. You've figured out the twist.
Wait, what? That's the twist?
The big twist is
your
son has grown up.
You get refrozen. Times pass. Isn't that what? Okay, so I guess it's not meant to be clear how much time has passed, and then that's revealed to you.
Okay, I need to tell you. So the Fallout 4 plot is terrible. I'm not going to even try and defend it.
Okay.
Here's what happens. So I've been in my current playthrough that I've been doing now. I've completely ignored the plot. I don't care about it. My character Smash, who is they're a completely cheated character. I'm not even going to defend it. I just gave them 10 in every special stat just because.
Okay.
I just wanted to have some fun, mess about in the world.
Yeah.
So it's not a real playthrough.
Yeah.
It's like essentially God mode without the God. It doesn't actually make you that powerful, but it just lets you pick the perks you want to pick.
Okay.
Basically, and it's like, all right, I just want to make a build that's fun as I play.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to worry about whatever. Normally, I would.
Yeah.
So here's the plot. If we're gonna ignore anything that's not finding your son, because there are other things going on. But here's the finding your son bit.
Yeah.
You go to Diamond City. You go to Nick Valentine's detective agency. Nick Valentine, the best character in the game, probably, maybe. He's pretty good. He says, well, what did the guy look like? You describe the guy, he's bald, he's got a scar, some other stuff. And he goes, no, it couldn't be. And then he ruffles through some files, but in like the Bethesda way, where he's sort of just holding a prop, moving his hands.
What?
It's not great. The animation of that scene is not perfect.
Oh.
And he like says, it's Kellogg. Yes.
Kellogg.
His name is Kellogg. The cereal brand.
Yeah.
And he has
the cereal king.
Yeah, he has a 10-year-old boy with him.
Okay.
So you never guess.
Yeah.
The boy is called Sean.
Yeah.
So
what do you know?
So you go and find Kellogg. We're skipping all of the finding Kellogg quests. It's not interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
You kill Kellogg, you take his mind chip, and then you go to like a memory bank place and you extract his memories and find the son.
Okay.
But you don't.
What?
You know that the son is being held by the Institute, a bunch of a place that makes a bunch of robots.
Okay.
They make fake people. They infiltrate places by replacing the real person with an android.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're looking good. The plot's not shit itself yet.
It's okay. Yeah. What? Where does it get terrible then?
Okay, so you kill Kellogg, you find the memories, great. You then do a bunch of quests to try and get into the Institute because you know the Institute has Sean.
Okay.
So you get there, you're in the Institute, and during the first cutscene of the game, like in the vault, Kellogg says, "I don't know why the old man wants this guy," or something like that. He references the old man. So you go into the Institute.
Wait, isn't he dead?
What?
Kellogg.
Yeah. Well, he is now. No, but in like the first cutscene of the game, you hear him say,
"Okay,
the old man wants this thing."
Okay.
So you go into the Institute's base and you walk in, and you see your son in like a glass container.
Okay.
And then a man walks in.
Yeah.
And I know some people did what I'm about to say. I didn't. Not me.
Okay.
Some people shot that man.
Okay. Just
Fanderson
immediately.
shot that man. Yeah, just immediately.
What?
Plot twist, that man is your son.
Okay, what? I guess... I mean, he... Okay. Okay.
So, the man is called Sean. Everyone else calls him Father.
Alright.
Because he's the one that all the new synths are based on. Because they needed some fresh body. They needed a fresh, unirradiated body to work on.
Okay.
So they killed all of the non-irradiated bodies except for you and your son.
Why? Wait, why are you the only two, like, from the... Wait, yeah, why... Wait, why is that?
It's dumb. Don't even think about it. Do what Bethesda asked. Don't think about it.
Okay. I'll accept it blindly.
Accept it blindly. So, now you've got to ask, why the hell did your son release you from the vault and then send you on a wild goose chase trying to find your son, who he then told you was 10? Because the one in the cage isn't your son.
Yeah.
It's what your son looks like at 10 years old.
Yeah.
Your son's a newborn at the beginning of the game.
Okay.
And Kellogg is now given the child again after 50 years. And that's not in his memories. There's 50 years of life between that and this, and they don't even talk about it.
I don't... Like, what's the meaning to this, though?
I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Like, is the son then happy to see, like, your character again?
He's really indifferent, honestly.
Like, is that how the game ends?
Oh no, this is like the end of the first act.
Wait, what the whole point is to the story? Whatever the English. What's the point of the story? Like, what is the whole the main thing?
You're working with your son, but your son's probably like a really terrible person. Maybe it's really like, the Institute is really like grey, but not in the grey way of being like, oh, they do bad things for good reasons. Like their motivations just flat out don't make sense.
Okay, this story doesn't make much sense.
Like, we've had 5 years to think about this story. No one is any closer to figuring out what the Institute actually wants.
Okay.
Right, like I played this like in my first year of sixth form.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it then.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it now. I think Fallout 4 is a really good game, but not a really good Fallout game.
Okay. So
you play it like Skyrim, it's a good game. You play it like Fallout, you're going to have a bad time.
Okay. Is that just in the way they changed the gameplay stuff?
It's basically not an RPG anymore.
Okay.
So this is the nonsense plot. By the way, your son is dying, probably of cancer. Who knows? It's a nondescript disease. You find that out at the end of the game after you storm his base and kill him.
What?
Or you can work with him and blow up a massive blimp that the Brotherhood of Steel is working in, and then kill the railroad who is trying to help synths, because there's also a discussion of synths might be people. They might be sentient, but maybe not. And none of them have any personality at all, and they're all kind of terrible.
It seems like they could have simplified this story a huge amount, and it would have been so much better. It's going to occupy a lot of
playtime. It's going to occupy playtime.
Yeah. Why?
Well, because it's a game. Like, I want to play more. Because the gameplay's really fun.
Do games have to be like 40 hours long, though?
I think a Fallout game probably does.
Yeah.
I think it's just it costs like a lot for the time, and
Okay.
it's a Bethesda game, and Post is an RPG where you walk around and you do the RPG things. Like
I feel like
should last a reasonable amount of time.
I feel like it would be better to just have some good side quests and have the main quests like pretty.
The side quests are the best stories in Fallout 4.
Okay.
I say that very hesitantly.
Yeah.
Because they're not really that good.
Oh.
There's a couple of fun ones. Covenant's pretty okay, but it's about a very isolationist town who doesn't trust any synths at all.
Okay.
So they basically, anyone who they think is a synth, they send off to like a black site and torture.
Yeah.
And find out if they're a synth.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't end it just ends in a gunfight, almost guaranteed.
Okay.
Like, just by looking into the side quest, you're almost guaranteed to fight them, because it's essentially just the thing that happens.
Okay.
Like, the only skill checks that exist are charisma checks, and they're just, do you have a high enough special stat to get more money? You'll never find out any new information, and very rarely skip any objectives.
Okay. I mean...
So, it's not a good RPG.
Yeah.
Fallout 76 is now a better RPG.
Okay. But
because...
In terms of a... Oh yeah, you were saying that, like... Is it John?
Yeah, John from Miniature Now.
Yeah. Is saying that it's actually good now.
He's saying that it's better.
Okay.
So if we look at Fallout 3, the only time dialogue would have lasting consequences is if, like, it was very evidently a choice that you were making,
okay.
or if it was like a skill check.
Yeah.
But in Fallout 76, and obviously this didn't happen in Fallout 4, because Fallout 4, not very good RPG.
Okay.
In Fallout 76, we have dialogue options again. I don't play Fallout. I say we. They have dialogue options again.
Yeah.
In the Fallout 3 style, so you see exactly what you're about to say.
Okay.
And if you say something rude, or like you lie to an NPC and they spot you, they will just flat out not give you information. The way that you behave is now impacting how NPCs treat you.
That makes sense. That seems like a good thing to have.
Genuinely hasn't happened in any Fallout game since. I don't know if it happened in Fallout 1, 2, Tactics, whatever.
Really?
But like, it hasn't happened in Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, nothing.
Okay.
So this is a new improvement.
It's actually... Okay. That seems like something to praise.
So I'm giving them credit there.
Yeah.
If this is how Fallout 5 is going to be, I'm happy. I'm not too convinced on the gameplay yet.
It's still just kind of like weird to hear Fallout 76 in any
positive context.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me.
It's still a bit broken. There are like a bunch of bugs. It's a Bethesda. Joseph Anderson coined the term best. Bethesda's a bug.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's a bug or a feature until it's patched out.
Oh, that's not a good thing to have your company known for.
No, shockingly, Fallout 4 still incredibly bug riddled.
It's like why is it just too big of a game for there to? I don't know.
I walked into an area and a car shot into the sky.
Like, Bethesda are a pretty big company, right? I just would have thought like it's Fallout is also like Fallout and Skyrim, both like really pretty big series. I thought at least. I just want to.
Fallout was actually a really interesting start. Like, it was published, the first Fallout. It was published in a time where like they just didn't care about Fallout, obviously, because it was new IP, and they were just pumping games out.
Yeah.
I think they published 10 games that year.
Jeez.
So in the first Fallout, where you could kill children, the first Fallout.
Why'd they take that out? That's such a good feature.
Because they put it in there because they could just get away with it. No one was gonna like kick up a big fuss if indie company published indie game that let you kill children, right? If Bethesda did it now, there'd be more pushback. It would be like a guaranteed like 18 plus, or it's not rated at all, and you can't sell it on store shelves.
Yeah.
But like, people used to complain that like, oh, you can't kill children in Fallout New Vegas, and it's like, yeah, but you basically couldn't in Fallout 1 either.
You basically couldn't.
Well, people complain in Fallout 3, if you blow up Tenpenny Tower, so you blow up a megaton, it has a nuclear bomb in it. You can blow it up, or you could not blow it up. That's your choice, basically. It's not a great choice. I'm not going to defend it super highly.
Okay.
But, like, people would say, why would you do that unless you were just evil? And my argument is, why would you kill children unless you're just evil?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, it's fun. That's why.
Like, I get it. I really do. I get being evil.
To be honest, I do think it would be kind of like it's if there's some fun ragdolling involved, that sounds like kind of fun. Like you just blow up like a huge flipping bomb, or you get like a huge mallet or something to just knock a kid across the room.
That's always had like fun weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Fallout 3 in New Vegas probably did better than Fallout 4 in some ways. Fallout 4 is very much about like modifying your new weapons or like improving them as you go along with perks and things. So it's less find a fun, unique gun.
Yeah.
Which does dampen it a bit. Like, you can dress as Grognak the Barbarian and hit people with a massive axe, which is how I currently play my... Like, melee genuinely is one of the best, like, playstyles in Fallout 4. Because you can teleport across the map, like, within a reason. Like, basically, there's an ability called Blitz, and Blitz lets you use VATS in melee to target enemies at range, and then you teleport to their location and kill them, and then you can increase that range. So if you stand in the middle of a gunfight, you could hit every single enemy.
That seems broken.
Right? And because in VATS you're always standing still, you can get the while standing still do 50% more damage. And then you get a sentinel weapon, which is, while standing still, deal 15% more damage.
What?
And then you have crazy high damage as is. And because you're in VATS, why not give yourself better criticals? And now you do everyone's health and damage the moment you hit them.
You're just one-shotting everyone in a single flippin' VAT.
Yeah, it's very good.
Jeez.
It takes a while to get there. You need to be at least level 29 to get the enhanced blitz. Otherwise, normal blitz is kind of subpar. It's better than nothing. If you're doing a melee build, you always want it.
Okay.
But it's just sort of, you know.
Yeah. It still seems pretty broken. Fun, though.
Well, the thing is, there's so many genuinely broken builds in Fallout 4. Like, just a critical build in general in VATS is incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a perfect game. It's
okay. I never got that impression. It's
fun.
Yeah. It's
innocently fun. I enjoy playing it, but I wouldn't necessarily say that it's a great game.
Yeah.
Like, I think Skyrim is a better game, and Skyrim was made in 2011. But maybe I'm just biased.
Would you say that was like the last good Bethesda? Well, I guess no, because Bethesda
made game.
Yeah.
I would say Fallout 4 was the last good Bethesda made game. I would say that Skyrim was the last great Bethesda made game.
Okay.
I would say that Doom Eternal is probably the best game they've made in the last, like, at least 5 years.
Yeah. Have you played that at all?
No, but I've seen it, and it seems to be like a passion project. It seems that people who made it actually care about the game and want it to be good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But in fairness, I think people who made Fallout 76 care about the game, want it to be good. They wouldn't have put the effort in, because the update was free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, if you owned Fallout 76, you got this. Just flat out.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that
why I can't
always
be really
the case though
annoyed.
with games? It's like, there's always... Like, games don't start because, like... Well, okay. Games can...
Yeah, they do.
Like, okay, yeah, sure. Games can, like, be made entirely just from, like, wanting to make money. But usually there's at least a few people who are like, yeah, I enjoy doing this. I want this to be kind of good. Even, like, it may not be their dream project, but there's gonna be some people who at least want to make it like kind of good, like playable. But
yeah, one moment when I said what I said is that the studio seems to have not meddled too much.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of
that's important.
There's a lot of especially with Fallout 76. It seems like there are a lot of executives or like just higher up people saying, okay, we gotta have loot boxes, or we gotta have like a load of microtransactions. Oh, like we gotta make money from every flipping inch of this game.
I know I'm gonna sound like a heretic here. I'm not against Bethesda making money.
Oh.
Which is, people seem to, every time someone says microtransaction, it's like, yeah, but if they're updating the game for free, I'm fine with them making money. It's when it's predatory is where I start drawing a line. Like, you want to sell cosmetics, and when I say sell cosmetics, I do not mean loot boxes. I mean you can buy a cosmetic.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with that too.
I don't like being able to buy any form of power.
Yeah, that makes less sense. Well, I mean, if it's actually no, yeah, in any kind of case, that's stupid. That doesn't make much sense.
You hit like a grey area with digital extremes and Warframe.
Yeah.
Because technically platinum doesn't give you power. Because you can get any Warframe you want for free. You can get any gun you want for free.
Okay. But it's just like
you can have a limited number of them.
Oh,
so
okay.
you would have to give up flexibility for this power.
Okay.
But they do give away free Warframe slots and weapon slots occasionally.
Yeah.
Very occasionally. Maybe once a year. And they release like 20 a year.
Okay, yeah, that's not... Yeah, that's pretty rare.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's not very often at all. I don't think I'd be playing Warframe. Well, I don't play Warframe, but like to really have that the free slots have any effect really. That's way too infrequent.
What's funny though is, unironically, Warframe is a great example of trickle-down economics.
Yeah? What do you mean?
Well, in Warframe, the richest players are the ones that have the most money, but it always ends up feeding back into the poor players.
Okay.
Because a rich player will go, I really want this new Warframe. I want, like, Avara Prime or Titania Prime, whatever the new one is. I haven't played in a while. I don't know if you can tell. And they say, I want this, but I don't want to pay stupid amounts of money for it.
Yeah.
I want to pay, like, a tenner. Which is still quite a bit, right? It's £30 to just get it for free. I think it's £30 to get it and its cosmetics. Flat, not free, without any wait times.
Okay.
So I picked a bad example. Let's say I want a frame that you can't get legitimately anymore for a while.
Okay.
Like Frost Prime, and they want it. They can pay 120 plat, and a player will likely sell it to them.
Okay.
That player can then take his 120 plat and buy a bunch of Warframe slots.
Yeah.
So he can play the game for free, living off of the back of a whale.
Yeah.
We are mere shrimp to their might. That's how I lived my time on Warframe. I lived off the back of whales.
Yeah. So just relying on like people to be spending money on the game and like getting all the stuff getting all the stuff immediately and then just selling it onto you.
Yeah, it's funny because like people say you can totally play Warframe as free to play. I'm like, yes, but somebody has to pay.
Yeah.
Like the only reason we get to play for free is because someone else is spending like way too much on platinum.
Yeah. And that's a good thing.
I don't know if you want that to be your position.
Look, there's always going to be some people who just have so much money. There's just...
I don't think Bill Gates is playing Warframe.
Okay, but you have these, like... You have these kids with, like, millionaire parents that just have nothing better to be doing than playing Warframe.
I don't think they're playing Warframe.
What, these kids?
Yeah, they're playing like some weird VR thing. Or like, I don't know. I don't think kids like that, they don't end up well adjusted in like playing Warframe.
Who's playing Warframe then? Who's spending the money, do you think?
I don't think anyone. I mean, I've spent money on Warframe. I spent £15 on Warframe.
Okay.
I think that's acceptable for a free-to-play game.
Yeah, that's not that much.
You know, in some ways I wish I didn't. In some ways, I'm fine with it. So
Well, yeah, it's not much to be paying to be playing a game, but then again,
yeah, I've played like 900 hours, like 15 quid.
the stuff that
It'll
you
manage.
probably paid for, you could have gotten free in the game just by playing it more, probably.
Yeah. And in some ways, I don't actually use a lot of the frames that the slots that I bought are taking up.
Yeah. It's just to have them,
I just to have them, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, it's who I am.
He doesn't want them.
Yeah.
You have to collect them all.
I'm a real dragon.
You're a Pokemon master. You gotta collect them all.
I haven't even been playing Pokemon X recently. Didn't have the heart.
No.
Yeah, I gotta get a Slugma, and that Slugma only exists in like rocks on one route at like a 10% of the Pokemon encounters inside the rocks. So that's like a 2% chance of spawning.
That sounds like a couple of days of work.
But unlike normal areas, I can't just walk around in grass. 2% there is fine. It's 2% actively going to the rocks after exiting and re-entering the area.
Oh. Yeah, that's annoying.
Really annoying.
Yeah.
So, Fallout 76, 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
10 out of 10. Recommend to everyone.
Wait,
Even if you're not a fan of RPGs, just buy it. Everyone buy it.
My wallet didn't grow just then.
Oh. We should just cut that out then.
Yeah.
If we're not getting paid for that, screw them. We're only gonna flippin' we're only gonna recommend a game that was terrible for so long, and it's still probably not that great.
Yeah, I'm not recommending Warframe right now, Josh.
Huh?
I'm not recommending Warframe right now. A game that starts terrible and still isn't that great.
I was talking about Fallout 76, but
Oh, so they're indistinguishable. No, let's try again. No, it's just not. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I got it. It's fine. It translates.
They're both being built by a predatory company trying to do their best to not do predatory things openly.
Yeah, they're trying to sneakily get away with it. That makes sense.
Ironically, I think Digital Extremes is. They're just oof.
Yeah, it's a Warframe. The Warframe guys. I mean, everyone knows the business model, though. It's
yeah, but they're adding more grind to the game. There's less game than there used to be per hour.
Okay. That's less great. If because I'd be totally fine if there's if it's a little grindy but not too much, just to the point where you're gonna get people with a lot of disposable income spending a ton on the game just to speed it up enough for them. I think
this is a whole conversation about what kind of grind is acceptable, and if there's one thing that we know as people, it's what kind of grind is acceptable. We play Warframe, Diablo, and Borderlands.
Yeah.
Next week then.
Yeah, it's a topic for next week. I wonder if Matt will be here. He can give us 2 cents on this topic.
Who knows? Maybe there'll be a D&D update because there are some things that are happening.
Ooh. Do you want to give a teaser? A more detailed teaser for next week?
I think Tom is trying to sell my soul to the Xanathar.
Oh.